couple more instances when I was younger that were actually witnessed by people. I had issues with like electricity and electrical equipment. Sometimes the issues would be basically like I could feel a little anxious. I wouldn't even call it like anxiousness, but I could feel something like that. It was more, if I could describe it as a function, it was more along the lines of, what was my next move going to be in response to somebody else's something, so like it was a progressive precognition, I guess we could put it in those terms. So when I felt like that, I'd be over at friends' houses, and I was always on guard, trying to make sure that everything I did was not perfect but progressive. And this is just in social life too, so I wasn't out of the game, so to speak. So people think I'm freaking nuts out here driving, talking to a camera. So I would be over at friends' houses and be like, oh, check out my new computer, and then the damn thing wouldn't even boot up, like nothing. So I'd be like, okay, hold on. And I would leave the room, go another room over, and it would be fine. And then I'd come back in and it would just freeze, something like that. So small stuff, small stuff. But when I would be with other friends, things just wouldn't function, wouldn't work right. And it was always when I was around. So, you take it as coincidence, whatever. It happened. I have no rhyme or reason, skill or format that it's any good. It's just it happened. There was this one experience when I was younger, again, probably 10 to 12, something like that. I woke up to a smell of fire. And when I woke up to that smell of fire, my uncle had been staying with us, and this is another uncle, one of my grandmother's brothers, real nice guy. I woke up, stared at the ceiling fan, and heard my uncle say, I think there's a fire. And when I sat up, my bedroom lights exploded. So wasn't really alarmed, wasn't really worried. It was just like, okay, I guess we're gonna get out of the house, kind of thing. So just kind of like just autopilot, if I can explain it. So I got up, walked out in the hallway lights exploded. Walked down the stairs, got in that hallway, those lights exploded. Walked in the living room, the lamps exploded. Walked in the kitchen, those lights exploded. So it was another coincidental thing. So electricity had some issues. So I'm going to mention later about a visit to a psychic that told me not to get electrocuted because something awful had happened. I don't know. I'm also going to mention again my one older friend, his wife, she was actually a psychic, to the T psychic, like crazy, scary. So she had asked me, and I'm going to mention this a couple different times in a couple different areas of time. She'd asked me if I'd ever had a brother or sister, like a twin, and I said, not that I know of, So, but I'm going to mention that a couple times. Past that, she had mentioned there was a little bit of anger within, you know, this, that, and the other thing, but of course there was. So the other thing that was very common during my upbringing is everything that I ever felt attached to, everything that I, you know, felt comfort in, generally got destroyed somehow. And we were talking about simple things to good things. Simple things like toys. You know, when I was younger, if I really liked something, somebody else would break it, or it would break, or get lost, or I wasn't allowed to have it. You know, one of those things. So, or if I was able to have it, I took it apart. Grandpa said I'd be a good mechanic. And sure enough, I got some pretty good mechanical common sense. And that's where a lot of my skill set comes from. Common sense mechanics. How do things work? How do things come apart? I'd be a good reverse engineer if I could go to college. So I was always taking stuff apart to figure out how it worked. Never really wanted to put it back. So master of destruction. But yeah. So, but I will continue on here as soon as I may. It's getting a little dark in here, so I don't have any good lighting. I don't want to turn the dome lights on. So I'll continue this when I get home.